Okay, I'm back on, but I usually don't do a video back to back. But this is crazy. Yesterday I had a dream and I posted my dream. It was a 6 minute dream. This was the last one that was posted. I believe it's called On This Day. And I told the dream on how I woke up. I went to sleep and I woke up in a prison. And it looked similar to Rikers Island. And I was on a certain floor, and when I woke up, I wanted to get out of there. So went upstairs, and there was another guy with me, and basically when they saw us up there, they knew we had woke up or something like that. They knew something was wrong, that we left our station. So they directed him one way, and they directed me to another cell. But before he got to his cell, they packed him out. They beat him up, stabbed him up, cut him up, whatever they did. And they basically did the same thing to me. They took me to a room. They beat me up, stabbed me up, cut me up. These are demons, all right? These are demons who's over whatever I was doing, because this happens all the time with me. All right, I'm not gonna hold nobody. I'm not pulling no punches. I've seen this with other. If we go back in my videos, and I got so many dreams written down that y'all never heard before, with reoccurring dreams where I keep popping up in the same place, and until I have to see everything. I could be in a certain area for a week before I get out of that area, and it'll take me to another area. This is how the Holy Spirit works with me. Hey, it is what it is. Well, anyway, go watch that dream, because I'm gonna start this off here. I had got cut on the back of my neck and stabbed up, but I didn't feel no stabs, so that didn't take effect. But the cut did. And then I got to the elevator. I went downstairs and I was screaming for help. And when I got off the elevator, I was in a big mall. All right. So I wake up. I went through yesterday. You know that yesterday was Sabbath, so I did the Sabbath. Today's New Year's Day. All right. Tonight will be New Year's. So I did the Sabbath, and now I woke up that night. I prayed like I usually do after the video, like later on, living my life. I prayed, went through whatever, do what I do, read my Bible, pray, and I went back to sleep. And in the comments on the last video, my sister, right, a sister of mine, said basically what had happened. I couldn't tell her what had happened after that. The whole thing was I had got free, which was big enough for me. You know what I mean? So I think that was the gist of the dream, showing me that whatever spiritual thing I was under, it showed me that I got from under it, right? But God freed me already, but it shows me, I think I get to see it in details, which is great. I hope it never stops, all right? Because everybody don't got stories like this. Everybody don't get spiritual intuition or gifts like this. And then we all got different spiritual intuitions or gifts. So you have to know you don't have to know nothing. God will reveal it to you, all right? So anyway, all right, I'm off the elevator. Now I have a dream last night, right? This night. I'm in that same area, the same oval looking mall with everything. Now I don't have a cut on the back. I'm not worried about a cut, but now I don't know where to go. So now it's like I could get to a train station in this mall, which the mall feels like it's underground. Like, you know how 42nd Street feel? Like you could go from stores to the train and all. It's like that feeling. Like I could go for blocks and blocks and blocks underground without coming up. So I had to get on the train. I finally got on the train. And it's another thing. Usually when I'm doing the wrong thing, I can't travel the correct way in dreams. But it's like when I'm doing the right thing, I can travel. If you go check my videos, I'm not making this stuff up. So if you listen to the gist, I'm just, as it comes, I'm gathering information too, or of what's going on. Like I learned some things since way young, what it mean. Like violence means arguing, and arguing means violence. A boy can mean a girl can mean a boy, things of that nature. But let me get back to the story. Anyway, I get off, I get on the train. I board a train. And I start to travel. And I'm traveling, I guess trying to get out from the mall. There was no way to get out from where I had got left off at. It's the same mall I got dropped off when I got off the elevator. Now the whole elevator thing disappeared. It was a spiritual thing. It's probably I got dropped off spiritually. And the whole place seems like a spiritual thing in a way. So now I'm in this mall. Let me get to it. And I'm looking for the train, or I'm looking for a train for a way out. So I get on the train and I take a train to another train station. I get off the train and I start to walk. Now a brown skinned guy is with me. It felt like the same brown skinned guy that had got cut with me in the prison, right? But I never got to see him. When he was standing with me in the elevator, when we both went upstairs, he was like right behind me. And now the same thing. I'm walking. I don't get to see his face. Now I'm walking with him. He walking with me, and I don't really get to see his face. And he's walking right behind me, and we talking, we building, and now we like that's after I got off the train and I reached the stop. It seemed like he just popped up with me, right? Don't recall bumping into him, nothing. He just popped up with me like he'd been with me. So now we walking, we talking. Now we walk past a group of black people sitting at a circle table, and they talking about something. And as we about to walk out the mall, they mentioned a name. I don't remember the name, but the name must have been important because we both turned around and said, "What you say?" And then she said something about somebody in their name, right? And then we was interested, and as we got interested, the dream switched. Now we in a room with those same people standing there, and me and the brown skinned guy standing in front of weapons that's on the floor. So we pick up the weapons, and when we pick up the weapons, armor came on me, and armor came on him. I had silver armor. He had like a goldish armor, and it's like with picking up the armor came skills that I've never had in my life, and it's like we showing off our skills in front of them. Them people looking scared, like, oh my god. And then it's like our swords clinged a little, so we started battling each other like gring, gring, gring. If you ever watch Dragon Ball Z, we doing that at top speed. I did a weave the sword. I can't bend like that. It was an amazing dream, but I know what it meant, right? Because like I said in the last dream, I usually beat the crap out of demonic spirits in dreams, or any witches or warlocks who come at me in dreams. I get the best of them usually. Very rarely do I get beat in dreams. And it's not like I'm consciously doing it. It's the spirit in me fighting that wins. You know what I'm saying? But I've been beaten before. I've been shot before. I fell and hit the floor before. Many things have happened to me in dreams before. And I remember. I got a great memory when it comes to my dreams. Not all of them. Only the ones that I'm allowed to remember. All right, so that took place, and I found that so amazing, and I had to come on and tell it because it's like the ending of what happened in the last dream. So while we sitting there doing the melee and clinging with each other, I woke up, and it was just like, wow, I was in that same mall, traveled, somehow ran into that same guy. He didn't come down in the elevator with me, but I know it was the same person. You know what I mean? And I don't think he's like a human like me, or who knows, right? I don't know. Well, anyway, that's that. Now I want to tell stories of dreams that I had while I was still going through my little thing, because the blessing don't stop just because you're doing what you're doing. God's still gonna give you, right? Because most of my dreams in various stages of my life, I was going through different things, and He still kept giving me. So He's gonna give you your gift. And what you do with the gift, and if you mishandle it, it's going to fall on you. And that's what I get from that, right? So anyway, let me go on to this. I had a dream that I was in a place that looked like my workplace, but it was different layered floors. And I was like on the third floor working, and it was like a warehouse, and there's cubicles and all of that. And then all of a sudden, some people invaded our building. And each floor, they was taking over people, and people was turning into them. It was like they looked like them, but they just went dark and they wasn't there no more. So now we running, and anybody who knew, who I guess knew God, or anybody who wasn't susceptible to being taken over, you instantly knew how to avoid them. Like if they was coming upstairs, you knew to take the elevator. If they was coming up the elevator, you knew to take the stairs. It was one point they took over the whole building because we wound up going through, I think taking the elevator downstairs because they was coming up the stairs to the third floor. So we went to the second floor, and now we running around. That's the first time I saw someone get taken over, a girl. She was regular, then her eyes went dark. And then I knew we couldn't go up the stairs, and I knew we couldn't get off the elevator, and I looked, and there was a window right there. I ran and crashed through one of and when I fell to the floor, it was one of them out there to fight me, but I beat the crap out of that thing. Well, hey, I got the victory in that one. I remember I beat the crap out of that thing, and I kept it pushing. And I remember to the right of me was a river, not a river, but a lake. And the lake looked like it was a nasty lake, not what flowing, a stale lake, whatever you call a mosh pit, whatever, a moss, whatever you call them things. But it was a lake, but with no running water in it, so it would get stale. And I knew that wasn't a good thing, you know what I mean? So I saw that to the right-hand side of me, and I remember thinking we had to go into a place. But it wasn't time for us to go into that place yet. And meanwhile, everybody's running around me, and it's dark outside at this point. It's like twilight. Like, you get to see a little. It's like let's say it's like 5 o'clock in the winter. When you know the sun going down, and it's like that outside. So I see the river. I see people running to and fro from these things, but they not bothering people who's strong, it seems like. The strong people don't know what to do, and we kind of starting to go towards a certain place. And meanwhile, everybody else running to and fro, back that way, this way, that way. But a good-minded people was staying one course. All right? So I had that dream, and I can't tell you when, but that was within these 8 months, because I saw in my video, it's 8 months that I haven't posted before this. So that was within that time frame. And then I had another dream. This is crazy too, and it's quick. And I don't know if I should say this dream right here, because I might want to save this one for the next video, because they kind of relate. So I'm gonna do that. Well, I'm gonna leave you with this. This is basically a continuation of what the dream that I gave yesterday. I usually don't do back-to-back days, but I was so excited to get a finishing to the dream, and that type of finishing is amazing, right? Like I said, I just need to get my strength up, right? So I guess God heard that and showed me this is what you're gonna do when you get your strength up. Jesus love you. We are the true children of Israel. Don't let nobody tell you different. Jesus is Lord. And just because we are who we are don't mean you get a free pass off that. And just because they are who they are don't mean all of them are wicked or going to be condemned too, because the Bible don't say that. If you read the Bible, say it the way it say, all right? And tell it the way it is, all right? And that's my big thing. I'm never going to deviate to the left or to the right for no one. For no one. I don't care how you feel. If it's not in there, we gonna bump heads. We're gonna bump heads bad. God bless you in Jesus Christ's name. He is Lord, all right? And all wickedness on this earth is gonna have to face that judge at the end of the day. Praise the Most High God. Enjoy your new year, all right? Try not to celebrate it in a devilish way, because you're gonna have the same devilish curses, all right? Praise the name of the Most High. Till next time.